Sorry, Jerry. Don't mind me. I'm just having a nice drink here. I'm not supposed to be drinking Sprite, but just to lubricate the intestine and the body so that we can. So we won't go and be seeing. I'm trying to lubricate my thing. Not that thing. This one. So guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. My name is Ayotunde Adeshino. So guys, we have something interesting for you that we started some weeks ago. So I started a video on MIXTIPS where I talked about my experiences with churches, with individuals, with clients and everything. I feel that should be able to encourage you to know that at times you hear some information about some things and they are not actually right, but because of the person that you're hearing it from and the fact that you are not even trying to confirm the validity of that information, you just use it and you're not even sure of it. So that's why I brought up this topic to explain to you guys how you guys can really enjoy the points, because everything I'm talking about is what I have done, not what people have told me. If you tell me something, I'm going to try it out. If it works, yeah. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter where I'm hearing it from. So guys, let's get down to what we have for you today. Sorry, it's the gas that is doing me like that. Don't mind me. You can't drink Sprite and not do that thing now. You know when we are small, we always try that. And now you've done as if you are trying to. I tried it. Make I don't go kill myself. It's not my calling. So guys, we've talked about in the previous video, we mentioned all the 6 jet points. So for this video, we'll be talking about the fader positioning and the gain structuring. Now, I'll be comparing 2 things in this topic, which is going to be the analog console and the digital console. When I talk about fader positioning refers to how you use your faders, the sound you get from using your faders, how to position your faders. Now, there's no right way to position your faders, but there's a right sound you get from when you position your fader in some particular places. So I'll be talking about that, and also the gain structuring on how you can achieve a good gain structure over all your channels. So let me take gain structuring first. When I talk about gain structuring, what do I mean? Gain structuring refers to the equilibrium point between your lowest volume and your highest volume. That is your average volume. That is not too loud, not too low. That is the meaning of like your average volume. In the sound world, what we use is dB, decibel. So when I say dB, you should understand what I mean. It means decibel. It's a unit used to express how loud the sound is. So guys, gain structuring is very important. Your gain structure determines the input and the output of that channel. If your gain structuring is wrong, you're going to have an issue. Especially if you are running a console for both stage, monitor, and you're also using it to stream out or for broadcast mix or for online, whatever, or for whatever purpose you want to use it for. Once the gain structure is wrong, everything is wrong. From the input to your processing to your output will be wrong. So your gain determines your compressor settings. When you are doing your compressor settings, the gain determines that your gates, your equalization, all those things, your sends, that is your auxiliaries to your monitors, to your broadcast. The gain determines everything. So you have to set this gain right. Now, when I said that I'll be comparing analog and digital, now in the analog world, you can push your gain to almost 0 dB. You can even be touching 0 dB. Like touching it, not like that is where the energy is, like the picking is touching that 0. In fact, your picking can even be a little bit above 0. It won't clip because analog has more headroom than digital. That is the general knowledge. I don't know if you know that. I'm very sure you know. I'm just joking. So, So, analog has more headroom than digital. For an analog console, you can still drive it a little bit ahead of 0 dB. That is 0 decibel. But for a digital console, once you are entering 0, you are in the danger zone. You are in the you have passed the don't pass line. That line that you say that don't cross. You know that time when we were small, we say that if they burn you well, we draw a line. Oh yeah, pass this line. The other person be like, if they burn you well, you draw a line. Oh yeah, pass this line. And we do that thing. We can do that thing for hours. You know that those things this is done. The same thing with this one. That line that you shouldn't cross here. That is the point where that is the 0 decibel. You must not even touch it. Your picking should not even touch that 0, because some instruments are so loud that if they are average of maybe minus 20 decibels, their pick can be above 0 decibel. You don't get what I'm saying? So now this is how you now determine what to do with your digital and analog. When you are doing digital, you make sure that your average volume, your average gain is touching minus 18. You must not pass minus 18 as your average volume. The reason for this is because in the analog world, the 0 decibel is the 18 decibel in the digital world. That minus 18 decibel is the 0 decibel in the analog world. That means it's the average volume, the place where the microphone sits well. What I'm trying to say here, guys, is that there's a connection between the analog and digital decibel. There's a way you can match them. On the analog, your 0 decibel is the minus 18 decibel on the digital console. So picking refers to how the loudest point in that channel, that red dot that always sticks out when the instrument is active, when it's playing. So that is the basic thing you need to know about gain structuring. You have to apply it right, because if you change your gain even as you are playing, you have affected the sound of your equalizer, number 1. You have affected the sound of your gate, the way your gate will respond, number 2, and you have affected the way your compressor will work and your reverb. Anything that is passing through that, anything you're sending that signal to, you have affected it. So get a good gain structure at the beginning of your audio. Make sure it is good enough that whatever you are running it through will give you fantastic audio. Now let's talk about the fader position. Okay, you want to do a sound check. Where do you put your faders? You know, when I'm doing sound check, I put my instrument fader at 0 decibel, my master fader at maybe minus 6, minus 3. I'm not going to put it at 0 because most times I may not push my master fader as loud as 0 decibel, except something is wrong. So if I'm doing sound check at 0 decibel and I'm mixing at a lesser volume, that means the transients I got when I was doing 0 decibel, I might not get it when I'm doing a lesser volume. So I'll always try minus 6, minus 3, you get? You know that this is how it will sound if it goes loud, and you can also bring it down to see how it will sound if it goes down. But always put your input fader at 0 decibel. In fact, once in a while, you can drive it above 0 decibel. And some instruments are designed in such a way that you have to push them to like minus 10, minus 6, minus 3, minus 0. On the input fader. On the input fader, you have to drive them very well. Like your drums, your guitars, your vocals. If you have the chance to watch maybe some of my videos, my fader is always at 0 decibels. You can even see some of them at plus 3, plus 6. Even my lead vocal, I always try my lead vocal between 0 plus 3. Plus 6 might be very rare, might be very, very rare. I don't go below 0 for my lead vocals. So guys, it's good to know what you are doing. It's good to have an architectural design or an architectural layout. Don't mind me, I'm using big grammar. I'm trying to form myself I hear English. You know, English is a bad language, don't mind me. So it's good for you to know the design, your layouts before you even start mixing. I have it in my head, like if you open my head like this, see. No, don't open my, not my head, maybe your head. Let me open your head, you see. Don't leave my head. I stopped doing skin. People have been yapping me that I'm becoming a palo, you know, palo. You know, those people that their hairs chopping like this. But I'm not paloing now, so I have to keep the hair and let it grow. So guys, it's good to do the right thing. Have a layout of your mix from the beginning to the processing to the output. So it will help you to move faster and you know how your music will sound. So guys, thank you very much for taking time to watch this video. And I'm sure you are learning something. It's only if you have a coconut head that you're not learning anything. I'm not abusing anybody. Don't come and start using sass to carry me, please. I'm not a Yahoo boy. But we are trying. We are trying. We are trying living. Yes. So guys, thank you very much. I love you guys to help me to reshare this video. You can reshare this video. I love you to subscribe to my channel as Ayotunadeshino and like my video. See, tell me, say you didn't get anything today. Tell me, say you lie that you didn't get anything. Lie. If you lie, don't worry. Lie that you didn't get anything. So guys, please like my videos, reshare my videos, subscribe to my channel at Ayotunde Adeshino. You can also see me on Facebook at Ayotunadeshino. You can also follow and like me on Instagram at Adeshino Ayotunde and also AM Studio Nigeria. And also on WhatsApp, you can call me on 070-679-42997. or you can just call me on normal call. Use your queries to call. So guys, thank you very much. Stay blessed and drink water. Water is life. Catch you later.